Alright guys, this is a re-upload. I'm making a second version because I wasn't happy with how the first video I uploaded turned out after watching it again. I know it had like 2 views already, but it's like nothing anyway. So I'm gonna redo it. So this is the Aegis Battle Axe. I called it a battle axe because, well, it looks like a battle axe, right? Any way you look at it, there's axe shapes everywhere up top, all here, down here, and even up in the front. Now we're gonna go down all the way to the base level, and then I will talk about how to build up this thing, okay? So it's gonna take maybe about 2 minutes to get down to it, alright? Now, I'm not gonna delete the, this part right here, because I need to show you that later, okay? And you see there's some Demos thrusters, you're gonna need those later here as well. Alright, let's put it down here. Okay, we're gonna just get rid of a few things over here. And then move a few things here. Alright, just so you can see the rest of how the stuff is built. Alright, oops, deleted the wrong thing. There we go. So to start your build, you're gonna want a Hope Tech cargo. That's what I use for the base. I like the gold of it because it has a metallic sheen to it, so that's why I like it on certain parts of it, at least. I didn't paint these ones because I didn't see them. Then you're gonna want to have a 2x2 battle station. Doesn't matter which one it is. Another 2x2 on the right side and the back. Then you're gonna have a Shroud cap, upside down, right? Same one on the other side, and same one on the other side. And then you're also gonna have one of these things. Okay, these are the some Shroud cowlings. Now they look like this, but flipped over. Now there's 2 versions. You can change between them by pressing on the D-pad right or left. So make sure you have it so it's this one. That's the one you want, okay? And then just flip it over and then snap it back there. Then you're gonna have some shielded cargo here. That's what I have. Same thing on this side. And then underneath, you're gonna have this little guy. You know, this thing. It's the Shroud nose cap, but flipped underneath, snapped over to it on both sides. All right, right there. Then, okay, that's the base floor. Okay, this is the base floor. Then we're gonna build up. Okay. So we're gonna rewind a little bit, go to the 2nd floor, and then we'll start showing you all of the pipelines and stuff like that, all right? So just going back up. I probably should have deleted these later. I just wanted them not to be in the way. So I kind of moved them out of the way and deleted some of them for no reason. But, oh well. I think that's pretty much everything. Make sure these you're gonna have merged in after, okay? So if you don't know what merging is, okay, what merging is you're gonna need to merge these companionways or a storeroom, either one. You can press around, you can pick one whenever you want, it doesn't matter. But when you go, if you try to go in this, the engine is gonna be there. You'll be able to walk through it, it's just gonna be there in the way. So you don't necessarily have to use a companionway. You can use something else that you can't walk into, so you don't have to you know, see that shit. But yeah, you need those because you need to hold the Demos landing gear up, or the Demos landing gear needs to hold this up out of the way. So to do that, you're gonna basically merge, and to merge you just have to press Y when something's like this over it, and then it either wants to push it down or wants to push it well, I don't have an extra one, now I do, or push it up, and that's what happens when you merge. It either wants to go down or up. Normally it's going to want to connect to something, the closest thing it can connect to, which is this, so that's why I chose to go down. Sometimes it will go up instead, even though there's something it can connect to. So to do that, you will need an extra one above it to force it to go down, you know, because, so basically it would be like this, delete this, and to force this one to go down, because it didn't want to go down before, you would press that, and you'd need this here to make it go down below the middle one. And that's how you get it to work. And that's how we're going to merge a lot of the things in this, okay? So we'll go back a few pages to the next part, okay? Once we got all the engines and the landing gear set up, boom, they were done. And I like the gold because also on the side of the engines right here, they are also gold, but it's more of like a softer gold, like this, like a more matte color. You can kind of see right there. It's not as shiny as the Hope Tech. Anyways, then you're gonna want to have an engineering bay. That's what I put. You can put a 3x3 here if you want. Have like a 3x3 cargo hold, or maybe you could find a mess hall, a 3x3 mess hall. Some of the ship companies, they sell mess halls that are 3x3, but I picked a 2x3 mess hall instead. And then I picked a 2x2 computer core, and on the other side is an armory, and then a all-in-one for extra passengers slots. Obviously there's a limit to how you can have, you know, like this will increase the limit you can have on your ship, but you also need the skill, don't forget that, because you can't just have the ship upgrades. Anyways, if you want to have extra stuff, like let's say the guns, you want to have 4 guns or 3 different types of guns, and I'll have 4 of them on it, then you can get rid of this and have like 3 guns that have 4 copies of that gun, so you can have more firepower on some of them. But I chose to do that because I was limited on the amount of budget I had, because the modules, it's that max build limit. And if you're not, what you could do, like if you want the comm spike and the other shit, experimental prototype upgrades for your ship, to boost them that you get from the Crimson Fleet quest line, then you can get those, but you're gonna need to sacrifice some things. So you're gonna need to like either get rid of this, the armory, and the this thing right here, or what you could also do is change the weapons. You could pick a weapon, like change this weapon right here to one that consumes 4 power, and this one that consumes 4 power as well, like this one. So that means you'll have 3 of these weapons and not 4. So that means you'll save 2 slots, which will give you that extra 2 slots for that comm spike and that shield upgrade. I forget what it's called. I always forget what it's called. But yeah, and then you're also going to have this right here, the Stroud 4 nose cap. I think it's called the port 4 cap, yeah. Then you're going to put a cargo hold, and this one you're going to need to merge as well. And you're also going to need to merge this as well, okay? This right here needs to be merged. And to merge this, it's a little tricky because this is, it's slightly taller than 2 blocks high, which is like a block is basically the height of each hab, which is 2 blocks. And this is slightly taller. Same thing with the gas tanks. These are also slightly taller. I made them red because they're filled with gas. I wish they had like a fire symbol on them. That'd be cool. Anyways, to do that, you're gonna need, let's just not use these. Let's just grab some normal habs. Habs tend to work better, in my opinion, for instead of those other things. You can use like structural ones with more sides. Sometimes they glitch. So you can't do that because that one's too high. Okay. And so you're going to need to put it right here. And then you would attach this to right here. And then you'd press Y. Well, you're going to basically force this down in here. And then press another one. And then boom. Now what you would do is to copy this. We'll just delete the wrong thing, but it doesn't matter. Just for an example to show you what I mean. You'd do that, then press Y again. Well, obviously you can't because there's another one in, like, it wants to go below. So to do that, we're just gonna do this, and now it's gonna want to go below. Nope. Okay. Then it doesn't want to do that. Now it's gonna want to go below. Okay, maybe it doesn't want to go below, but you can force it in there. It's a little tricky sometimes. So if that's the case and it's doing that, then sometimes when it does that, you need to go all the way fucking around just in case, and now it should go in. There you go. Because what it wants, the reason why it doesn't go in is because it needs 2 connecting points to force it want to go in. Because if it only has one, if this piece right here, this fuselage companionway, only has one connector, which is this, it doesn't have another one. One is not enough for it to merge sometimes when it doesn't feel like it. So you need 2. So you put one in the back, and if it's a piece that has like this, where it's, you know, it's got a top and a bottom connector. Like if I go underneath, you can see it's got 2 bottom connectors. Then you need and you're trying to attach it like a different way, then you're gonna need a hab on top and below it, maybe to force it, or on the side, one on top and on the side. So that's just something that can happen. So let's just go back a few pages. That was long, just for that fucking merge. So we'll go back a few pages. It's gonna take a while to go back through the pages of the shipbuilder. That's what I like to call them, because you're basically flipping through a different page. It's so useful. Oh my god, having these pages, rewinding shit, and going back to previous edits. Oh my god, I'm so glad they have that. You can undo shit, and it's not just one page, it's every single edit you did, which is so fucking nice. Alright. Okay, we are back, I'm pretty sure. Now, this one, the next thing, is the pipelines with the radiator inside them. Now, the radiator inside them, you need to place the radiator first. Why? Because the radiator doesn't have an attachment up top. It only has an attachment below it. So that means you can't even merge the thing. This thing is like impossible to merge. Okay? It's literally impossible. That's the problem. But these are not. They have 2 connecting points, so you can merge them. So you just basically do the same thing. You grab one of these, and you put it like on the side right here. Okay? Then you build it up, build it on the side, then build it down, then build it down, and then it's got a connector. And then you grab the pipeline, if I fucking can grab the little bastard. Grab that. You can delete this one so I can have an extra one, and then press Y. And if it does that, see? If it does that and it does a no-no, you grab another one, put it on top, and then bam, then it goes. And if it still doesn't want to go, grab another one, merge it down again, and now 100% it should go inside where it's supposed to go. Okay? So now let's go back. Now you figured out how to do that for all these pipelines with the radiators. So we'll go back and go to the next area. All right. Because last time the other video was 32 minutes long, so I'm trying to make it shorter. But oh man, it's so long. that's a good spot. This, okay, if you can tell, is connected with a hab spine. So this is just like a hallway, and I put that there because I like the design, and it attaches right to the thrusters. So like I was like basically like, oh, if someone needs to repair the thrusters, they can just go through here and go, you know. So that's what I did, and it has 6 connecting points, 1 on all sides and top and bottom. So lets you connect everywhere, just like a normal hab. Okay, so that's how you do all this. This is just connected to the pipeline, so pretty easy. This is connected to the pipeline and the engine and the hab companionway fuselage. So, and you just repeat the same thing on the other side. And don't forget the grav drive and the reactor, okay? Now we're gonna get to this part. You're gonna need this to connect the weapon accessory right here and you're gonna need to merge it in. So basically you just attach another habway on top like this. It doesn't have to be a 2x2 or this one specifically, you know how it goes. Then you take this, put it down there, and then press Y. Now I don't have an extra one because the shipyard I'm at, they don't sell these, so we'll just go back and we'll go back into the rest of the build, the front end, which was the most complex part. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of these solar panels, but I'm gonna keep one here. Okay, now these solar panels are not merged, they can just snap on right there, and you're like, what, how's that? Well, this is how. They got the demo spines on them. You can merge these in. Now I wanted this one in the front right here, the angled one. I don't know, I just like that one more. In the front, makes more sense. And now there's none like in the back right here to finish it off, because there's this piece right here, the protect pipe, and I didn't want that to look like there's like something poking out of it. So I just connected the weapon mount, the Nova Galactic weapon mount. So to glitch these in, they have 2 connection points, which is great. It's perfect because they can stack on top of each other, and that's why they work so well. So you're basically gonna just take one of these. You're gonna grab a hab. You'll grab it, and then you can use one of these. Well, I mean, this one is already built into it. So, I mean, if you didn't have one built into it, basically, you move it like this, and then this one, then you place it like that. You merge it in, and then you put it. Oh wait, you can't just yet. You need to put one above it because it has 2 snapping points, one on top, one below, and then you press Y, and then boom, you got it. And then you do the same thing in front. You do the same thing again and again, and you'd pick it up. Well, not pick this one up, but you make a duplicate and then merge it. Same thing. Press Y. It goes down. You know how it works. And same thing with this one. Obviously, I only have one of those, but I can't do it. I can't show you. So now we're gonna go to the merging with the tanks and the landing gear with the tanks. And this is like one of my favorite parts of this build, other than like this whole like spine right here with the pipelines and the solar panels on it. It's this right here underneath the landing gear that's attached to the tanks. Oh man, I love the look of that shit. I don't know if you guys do, but that looks so nice right there. It's like industrial, you know. I like it. I like the look. You know, I got some builds that are like different. You know, I want to have different types of ships for everything. So whatever I'm feeling, if I'm feeling industrial, or if I'm feeling sleek, or scary, like my fortress, and sort of Damocles, which is the sleek, sexy one. So okay. Now we're gonna go down to here. Now these need to be merged. Okay. What else needs to be merged? I think it's just, it's this, and this, and that's it. That's all that needs to be merged. It took me a while to figure out what I wanted to do. So with this, you're just gonna have connected to the mess hall. You're gonna have a hab spine, then a hab companionway. You need a hab companionway for the cargo bay, landing bay. I mean, to function, because these hallway spines won't work, but it does work for the docker. So you're gonna have one of those, and then you're gonna have them on the side as well, you know, so you can attach the bumpers. All right, and then you're gonna have to either have these placed right here, okay, and you can just merge this guy, the whole tanks in, so you don't have to merge this one in after. It saves a little time. So you technically don't need to merge these. So it saves a little bit on the merging. But when I was building it, I merged them in because I wasn't sure how I was gonna do it my first time. So then you're just gonna grab a hab, like we normally do. You know, grab this, build it up. Then you're gonna delete this, build it up on the side, then build it down, and then delete. And then grab this buddy right here, put him up, and then I don't have an extra one, so what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna place him. Oh, well, he wants to go that way, huh? Well, if he does do that, build up again, make another one, put it on the side right here, and he's gonna want to go. Okay, he doesn't want to. Then build it down again, and now he will. There you go. See, now he wants to go down, but he needs to go down one more though. So we're gonna delete this guy, put this one down again, and then merge, and then boom, you're done. You got it. And then you got that side done, and then you do the same thing for the other side. Okay. So, man, my phone is at 10%. I'm gonna need to record this, charge it after. Hopefully, when it gave me a notification of 10%, it didn't interfere with the video, and I'll have to check that out. 20 something minutes, 22, 21. So check that out. Anyways, we're gonna go back a few pages. We're almost done here. Almost done. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, don't forget to merge these here, because these cannot be placed in because of these landing gear. Okay, so don't forget that. You need to merge them. They're attached to the hab, so just put another hab above it right here, and you can merge it easily. You just move this out of the way, the radiator out of the way, and you can put another hab right here, and then merge it. Super easy, no problem. Okay, let's just get rid of like all the habs that I placed, and have all the gas tanks go in the right spot, and we will be good to go. Okay. Okay, where are we at now? I'm not sure. Okay, I see where we are. There's gonna be a cargo hold right here, and make sure you have these cowlings. It's the right ones, the right shape, and not these shapes. Make sure. Now on top we got a mess hall and another mess hall, because I felt like having two. You can put a cargo hold, a Strickland one, Stroud Eklund one, and then a Hope Tech workshop, because I want one close by to the thing, to both the things, you know, because it's literally, you go down this hallway, and then you go up, and then below it, if you're in the cockpit, it's just below, and so you know how it works. And then doing the other side, right, getting the Stroud Eklund Stroud caps, you know, same shit on the other side, got one there, put it in the Stroud Eklund caps, Eklund caps. Then we got some Demos cowlings right here. There's going to be another one in the middle, right there, yep. and got a Demos captain's quarters. Now you don't need to put Demos there, and these don't need to be Stroud Eklund, but I like them because they're flat right there. So, and now we're at the axe head on for the captain's thing. Now the axe head, it's a little bit complicated, but not too much. Should be easy for you guys. Following along well so far. Ugh. Okay. Now the captain's quarters, or the cockpit cannot be placed. See, you can't place it. Why can't you place it? Because these things, these Demos bumpers, are in the way. Here, I'll show you. Okay. All right. See, now it places. So all you need to do is get like a hab. Well, I'm at the build limit actually, but you gotta get a hab. Okay. Oops, not this shit. That's way too big. You'd get a hab. Okay. Place it right here, and then we'll just delete that for now, just so I can show you. Then you delete this, and then you take one of these, flip it, bring it up, and then press Y and duplicate. Boom, you're done. So that's how you get it down there, and that lets you place all the rest of them. But to place these, like to do what I just did, how I merged it down, you're gonna need to have one on this side, this one on this side first. Otherwise, it won't have anything to snap to, and it's not gonna want to snap and merge. Okay? So make sure you don't forget that. All right? And I think that's about it, really, for the build. That's everything. I'm pretty sure I covered. So the video's like 5 minutes shorter, which is I think about as quick as I'm probably gonna get it. So thanks for watching. Look forward to more ship builds. I got another, see, this one's like an axe build. Then I did the sword, which is Sword Damocles. Next I'm gonna do like a spear. I'm thinking maybe like Spear of Leonidas type of build going on. You know, that's what I was thinking about a name. See, this is my Sword of Damocles. And then I'm thinking this is another build I haven't finished. Thinking about doing. I don't know what I want to do with it. I was building a UFC frigate, but then I was like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna make something way cooler. So wait for that video. Now this is gonna be the spear. It doesn't look like much, but I promise it's gonna be cool as fuck when I'm done with it. Just like every other build I've made. I promise you, I do not disappoint with my build. Look at this fucking thing. You know, that's not a build. This thing is my first ship I made on my new game plus 12, so it's not really impressive. It's just something I wanted to go around in, something kind of cool. You know, I slapped it together real quick. This shit was like half an hour or an hour to build, and I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. Most of these builds, when I'm making them, they take hours and hours. Like this thing took like 5 hours to figure out how to fucking what I wanted to do, because I don't have a plan when I'm making these builds. They're just, I go with the flow. I build it up and I figure out what I like, and then I figure out what I don't like. And you know, and this build requires a lot of parts from a lot of other types of shipyards. So you're gonna need to go to like Demos, you're gonna need to go to Nova Galactic, you're gonna need to go to Stroud Eklund, you're gonna need to go to Hope Tech. So there's a lot of pieces used, and it does get a little complex and a pain in the ass because you have to keep going back and forth quite a lot. So yeah, thanks for watching, man. Talked a little bit for like 2 more minutes, but yeah, thanks for watching, and look forward to more ship guides, because I'm hoping to make all the best ships. I'm not making none of that silly ass shit like, oh, I'm gonna make a SpongeBob or a fucking Magic School Bus and shit like that, or Patrick the Starfish fucking spaceship and shit like that. Fuck that, man. That shit is dumb as hell, man. That shit is easy as fuck to make. Anybody can fucking make that shit. That is so easy. I don't care what anybody says, that it's hard, it's challenging to make. No, it is not. It is not challenging to make. I fucking guarantee you. I could make that shit easy. People who make that shit, in my opinion, make that just for the likes. And you wanna know what? It does get the fucking likes. Everybody likes that shit. Why? Fuck if I know, man. That shit looks stupid. It doesn't look cool. Sure, it's funny or silly or nostalgic. Someone makes like a TIE fighter or some shit like that. Sure, that's cool. But I appreciate more custom designs, more unique designs. Something that's not just like ripped straight from another fucking video game that someone else made. You know? That shit, you see that shit everywhere. That's the first thing everybody fucking makes. It's the first thing everybody makes. They make shit that they've seen in movies or video games, you know, or TV shows, you know. If that's what they want, then they can make that. Go right ahead. There's definitely gonna be people who really want that, but I don't think it takes any skill. In my opinion, it does not take any skill to fucking make that shit. If you don't like that, well, don't watch my fucking videos. Too bad.